Hello everybody, I'm the intro, that's a thing. I'm playing more 3D Land is what I'm trying to say. Seeing that picture, it's just like, oh yeah, Undertale is a thing that people make references to. I'll make one for the lulz. And okay. But yeah, Undertale, it's probably not a topic that wanted to start out a video with, but Undertale is a game. Yes, it's a game. Undertale is one of those games that I've heard such great things about, but I haven't gotten to play it yet, mainly because it's not available on Linux, and I don't have an actual Windows machine anymore that I actually own, so I can't really play Undertale. Even though I have Steam, I'm not able to play Undertale because it's not optimized for Linux, which is kind of sad, but I'm not sure if I would want to play Undertale anytime soon because I've seen probably some of the most spoilery stuff about it, so it probably wouldn't be as great of an experience as it's supposed to be, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. I can live with it. It's just there are so many other games that I want to play that it's just like, it doesn't even affect me at all. So, it's not very effective, I guess you could say. Another RPG reference. Probably all of you get that reference, but if not, then you haven't caught them all. That was very obvious. Sorry if some of my commentary doesn't make sense. Like I said last time, it's been forever since I've last recorded. So, yeah. So, we got another mystery box. Let's see what it holds. Just a Goomba and a Piranha Plant. That is very anticlimactic. Though, in later mystery boxes, there will be much more interesting things that'll be popping up. So we have a little bit of I was just about to say dungeon crawler, but that's not the best term to use. Just a vertical climb is what I'll say. So no, akada. No, but the gibberish. I'll avoid them so then I don't risk losing my Tanuki suit because I want to hold on to this, and the only power-ups that are in this level are fire flowers, so typically I stick to using the Tanuki suit whenever I'm recording like this, although when I'm just playing the game myself and when I'm actually able to use 3D, I typically avoid using the Tanuki suit because then it just kind of makes the game too easy. Well, because, yeah, if I try using the 3D right now, it's just like, you can see a little bit of distortion in the screen, so that's why I don't use the 3D when I'm recording, which, it's probably obvious, but probably not very many people will actually know why people don't use 3D when actually recording off of the 3DS's screen. Because I do not have a capture card at this moment, or a capture card modded 3DS. At some point, I do want to get one, but with my current situation of not actually having a job, I can't really get one at this point. Though, I really do want to get a summer job this summer, so then I can actually start saving up for things. Especially, like, extra equipment and stuff, and more games, and things like that. Because my ideal setup would be getting a Mac with a copy of Windows, so then I can dual boot between the two, so then I wouldn't have to have two separate computers to do all the things that I want to do, plus I'd have basically full compatibility with literally everything under the sun, so that would make things like 20 times more convenient. So yes, Tanuki Suit, how I love you so in this game. But yeah, I know a lot of people are either like pro Mac or pro PC or pro Linux. I'm not really pro anything, I just kind of use what I like to use, and I've used Windows, Mac, OS, and Linux in the past, and I enjoy all three in their own ways. After thinking about it, I'd probably also be able to install Linux, so I'd be able to try boot Windows, Mac, and Linux all on one machine, and that, like, I would basically be able to do anything, which would be super convenient. Like, that's kind of what I would want in my actual, like, recording setup, is convenience, and not having to tinker around with things all that much. I say that even though Linux is very, very customizable and can be tinkered around quite a lot. Ooh, it's so spooky. Not really, except for the fact that I almost just fell off the ledge because I was trying to turn the volume down. But, yeah, Ghost House, not very hard if you know what you're doing. I forget what these guys' names are. It's just like, yeah, it's not coming to me. I'll probably flash up on screen what their names are. But right here is another star, and Tanuki Suit that one of them drops, which is super convenient, and a secret pipe over here. Which brings us to another one of these optical illusion rooms. And gotcha. Boom. But I guess because I mentioned it earlier, I believe last episode, Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, I love it. It's basically an improved version of Dream Team. It irons out all of the kinks that I experienced with Dream Team, and it's just feels like more of a more convenient Mario & Luigi game in terms of pacing and how things are, like, a feature carried over from Dream Team to Paper Jam is being able to save anywhere, because in past games you could only save at certain points in the game, which was kind of bleh. Yeah, Paper Jam, I feel that it's a much better game than Dream Team. Like, Dream Team just felt like it dragged on, and there was a point where I was just like, okay, when is this gonna end? Like, I felt that during my first playthrough of Dream Team. My second playthrough, I was just like, okay, it's like, because I knew what was gonna be happening, I didn't really feel that way. But with Paper Jam, I feel because of the Toad rescue missions, and how, like, those were structured, it just felt more of like a smooth and more enjoyable Mario & Luigi game than Dream Team. So if you're debating between Dream Team and Paper Jam, I highly suggest Paper Jam over Dream Team. Dream Team is more so for fans of the Mario & Luigi series, RPG series, because there's way more references to past Mario & Luigi games in Dream Team than there are in Paper Jam. Plus, there's so much more dialogue to go through in Dream Team than there is in Paper Jam. Plus, Paper Jam, they actually cut out a lot of the tutorials, making them completely optional, which I absolutely love. I am glad that they did that, excluding some of the, like, more basic tutorials. But other than those basic tutorials, I am so glad that they basically made all the tutorials in Paper Jam optional, and just put them into a tutorial section in the pause menu. I also like how amiibo are implemented into the game, although they're not that great. Like, as you may have seen in my previous, or not my previous video, but in a video that I posted a little while ago, I experienced a little bit of a glitch with amiibo, specifically my Luigi amiibo right here. I'll have a card up on screen, bringing you to that video, but it's basically, to summarize, the game glitched and gave me a card for my Luigi amiibo that I wasn't supposed to get, but it gave it to me anyways, and then whenever I tried using that amiibo in battle, it crashes the game, and so I had to go into the amiibo settings on my 3DS and completely reset my Luigi amiibo, so I had to rebuy like 21 cards and get all of the cards that I previously had for it, and like spent all my time and money. Like, money, not that big of a deal, because there's like nothing in the game that I want to buy at this point, so like, in that sense it was fine, but still, it was just like, that kind of stuff should probably be patched out. Like how Dream Team had some issues, but they patched them out with patches. Or, not multiple patches, but just one. So, yeah. So then right here we have Pom Pom, which, yeah, this is the first time that we're encountering her, so she's a little bit different from Boom Boom, but if you know what you're doing, she's not all that bad. She has boomerangs, which, if you let her throw them, they'll shoot out in the direction that she throws them, then comes back to her in that same direction, which is, you know, kind of obvious, but yeah, it's nice that they don't just stick to Boom Boom, and they actually have another mini-boss. So then, I believe, yes, there's some, and by some I mean a 1-up. Yes, there is some. Great English there. So, that'll do it for this episode. Next time we will be tackling World 5. See you guys then. And I'm not gonna make the same joke that I did last time. I'm not going... Don't tell me what to do, game!